Mr. Capper.
Here.
Mr. Westmeyer.
Here.
Mayor. Here. Mr. Titterington.
Here.
Mrs. Early.
Here.
Mr. Wolke.
Here.
Mr. McGarry.
Here.
All members are present.
Okay, we have our minutes before us for the January 25th meeting. Are there any additions, corrections, or deletions of those minutes? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to approve those
I
minutes.
so move.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Next matter on the agenda is the vacation of the right-of-way. Staff have a report.
Yes, sir. So this is a 0.5-acre piece located at southwest corner of West Main and South Stanfield. This is to allow 1908 through 1910 West Main Street to incorporate this portion into their property for proposed improvements. Staff requests that the Planning Commission provide a positive recommendation to City Council for this action.
I'll go on the record also by saying that the follow-up exhibit that you sent out highlighting the information on the aerial photo was immensely helpful. So thank you very much for doing that. Any questions to staff? Do we have any action want to be taken by the commission?
I'll move for a positive recommendation.
I'll second.
There's motion and support for the positive recommendation of council on behalf of the right-of-way dedication. Any further discussion? Please call the roll.
Mr. Westmeyer.
Yes.
Mayor.
Yes.
Mr. Titterington.
Yes.
Mrs. Early.
Yes.
Mr. Wolke.
Yes.
Mr. McGarry.
Yes.
Mr. Capper.
Yes.
Motion is approved.
Next, we have a review of the Historic Preservation Overlay District Manual, design manual. You don't need to reiterate everything you've told us in the past weeks. Do you have anything that you added to this draft or anything you want to discuss?
So really, we just cleaned up the purpose on pages 7 through 8, and then on sheet 35, we added the QR code with a maximum size of 6 inches by 6 inches.
Is that a square foot?
That's not square. My apologies.
Okay. Any questions of staff on the design manual update? I'm assuming everybody's had the opportunity to read that and the redrafts. And does the commission want to take any action?
This is a form of a recommendation, right?
This is a motion. This is our manual update.
I'll make the motion to adopt the revisions.
I'll second.
There's motion and support for the motion. Any further discussion?
Do we consider them revisions, or is this really an original document? I don't want somebody to think that we had something and we're updating it, because we
Okay.
really never had anything before. But
The revision of the original document.
I'll
way
amend
back
that.
when.
I'll
All right.
modify
Very
that
good.
to accept the manual as written.
Okay. Any other discussion matters?
I second.
Yeah.
For the second time.
Please call the roll.
Mayor.
Yes.
Mr. Titterington.
Yes.
Mrs. Early.
Yes.
Mr. Wolke.
Yes.
Mr. McGarry.
Yes.
Mr. Capper.
Yes.
Mr. Westmeyer.
Yes.
Motion is approved.
Thank you, staff, for doing that and putting it together. Andrew, thank you for your input. Does staff have anything else to come before the commission today?
We did.
Yes, we do.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm just handing this out. I'd like you to take a look at it. No comments tonight are necessary, but this relates to the long-range plan that we have. Actually, it's not that long-range anymore, but with the Phase 1 West Main Street project, a part of that is actually coming up in the next couple of months is extending the streetscape. We had a work session with council several months ago now to discuss an overall renovation of the streetscapes. I may have mentioned this once before, but I won't say that with 100% accuracy. So council gave us some direction on what they'd like to see. But the only detailed design that we've done is the portion in front of Plum Street, which we have to do as part of the West Main to keep that project along. As far as redoing all of the streetscapes, that is probably a 2-year plan, starting possibly as early as the end of 2024. We are now writing up some detailed bid specs to put an RFQ, a request for qualifications for design firms to drill down and really give us the details of what, some ideas based on what council's direction was. So there will be plenty of opportunity, and the Planning Commission, because it is this historic downtown, it is architectural review type matters, will be participant, will be stakeholders, will have a lot of input into that. But since we are doing the Plum Street area improvements, I've got this from our landscape architect, just to show you some draft ideas beyond just Plum Street, but it does include Plum Street, keeping in mind that it's not just a streetscape refresh or renovation, it's also a significant safety set of improvements that we're looking at, bump outs to protect parking spaces, raised concrete around the crosswalk, down around the square. There'll be changes to, first of all, not having landscape brick, but it'll be stamped concrete, because the economics kind of shifted from the past. It used to be as expensive to do stamped concrete as the landscape pavers. It's now cheaper to do that, and the technology's gotten better where it lasts longer without fading. So you'll see a different pattern. You'll also see, I think it's called out, but it may not be, but there, in a couple of these pages, you'll see a lot of little dots that are 5 feet apart. And those are wells that we would anticipate putting in for bollards, removable bollards, so that when we close roads down, there'd be a safety feature, they'd be impact resistant. You'll see 2 different options here in the quad, one that has curbs in the parking areas of the quads, and one that's curbless, which would then allow, for a much broader, non-tripping area when we close down the roads and have major events like we seem to be having more and more of. The bollards being the stopping points for cars so that they don't park in Prouty Plaza, but rather adjacent to Prouty Plaza, for example. So those are just a couple of options.
So when do you think this will first come before Planning Commission for any?
Well, the design firm we're soliciting in the next month or two. The overall design work, they're anticipating to be an 11 to 12 month process, so there'll be plenty of time.
So, in summary, then the improvements may be, but the plans are not set in concrete.
The final detail plans are not set in concrete. There's not any kind of bollard scheme with the Plum Street part of it. The other thing I would mention is that you'll see the color scheme that we're using complements and draws out from the plaza that's already there, since the county complex is right there. And we've talked to the county commissioners about what we were planning on doing, and they were very receptive and appreciative. So I'll pass these out. Just wanted to give you some background on that.
Thank you. Do you have anything else, sir, to come before the commission? Staff have anything else?
We got it, thank you.
Any other commission members want to discuss anything? I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Mr. McGarry?
Second.
Mr. Meyer. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Stand adjourned. Thank you for your time.